Okay. So in the previous session we have seen how to uh, create tables in the SQL Server and how to insert data. So the exercise, whatever we have done in the previous session, it gives you access to the SQL Server database, like how to create the tables and how to create the referential integrity, and even how to deal with the data data within the database. So have you created the third table, city, and also have you worked on another sample? I took example of country, state, city. So have you done this, or do you have any questions? Okay, okay. Yeah, I'll work with you to see that error. Um, and did you watch the video, the last video, and follow the? Yeah, 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 yeah. Sure, sure, no problem. I'll work with you, and it might be simple configuration issue. Okay. So today we are going to see how to pull the data from the database and use it in your API. So your APIs are nothing but they are dealing with data, right? So they are pulling the data from the database. They should able to insert, delete, update the data. So first we'll see how to pull the data from the database. So in API you will have the controller. Okay, you will have the controller. So I'll add a new controller first. Okay, so I'll say API, and I'll take an empty controller. So I'll say it as uh, master controller. So master controller. Okay. So these tables they called as master tables because in your application few master tables will be there like country, state, city. If your application is a retail, the products, and sometimes if the application is a student management system, then the courses. So what is master table means? If you take example of a college application, the classes will be same every year. The classes will be same, right? If it is a junior college, first year, second year, third year. If it is a engineering college, first year, second year, third year, fourth year. And if it is a school, you will have 1 to 10 grades. So uh, few data components will be same, and those you will configure once and you will use it in multiple throughout your application, like example country, state, city. So I created a controller and I named it as a master controller. So now I'll create a HTTP GET method. So I'll say public uh, I enumerable. So I'll just say a string. Okay. So you can give the name here. Name equal to get country. Country. Get countries. Okay, so this returns some data. So now this data should be from the database. So I create a model. I'll create a model, new item. So these are the steps. First you create a controller, then you create a model, name. So I'll say it as a country, country.cs. Okay. So what information you need? Public int id. Okay. Public string name. Only these two you have. If you want, you can get remarks also, uh, description or remarks. like whatever you have in the table. So this model represents your country table. You can check the columns. You have three columns: ID, name, and remarks. You can say it as a remarks or description. Okay. So now I'll create a service. So even this service, I'll create it as a uh, master service. I master.cs. So this I'll have so public I enumerable of uh, what is that, countries. If you want to say it as a get countries. Okay. And we have services. So I'm going to create a service and I'll name it as master service. Okay. So this one, right click and rename. It's a master service, right? Master service. Okay. So yeah, master service. Yes. So this master service will uh, implement I master service. So immediately it throws an error saying saying uh, master service does not implement the get countries. So you can just right click and show potential fixes. This is the new feature in Visual Studio 2019 onwards available. So this will help you uh, implement interface. Yeah. So no, not this one. Yeah, this is okay. But go and implement the interface. Public um, IEnumerable of what is that, country get countries. So get countries. Okay, so now this is going to get the data from the, is it taking any parameters or what? No, no. This is get, no. Not the get set. It's a method. Yeah, yeah, that's why earlier it throw an error. Okay, now it will show the implement interface. Yes. Okay. So now this part you have to include your uh, you have to include your this code should go to the database and get the data from the database. Okay. So first of all, how to in SQL in .NET Core we do things in a little different. Okay. So so here private read only iService collection. So we need few SQL connection. So this SQL connection is not available here in .NET Core. So you need to um, so in .NET Core everything is plug and play. So in .NET Framework, yeah, no. Yes, you need to add the namespace, but even the namespace is not available here. See, SQL connection. So NuGet package. You need to add a NuGet package. So just go and check how to use SQL connection in .NET Core. So this is what you do when you develop the application. So how to connect to using it, not entity framework, query it database. See, so .NET SDK for your operating system, created .NET project. So this NuGet package you have to add. Okay. So this NuGet package you have to add. So there is a NuGet package, NuGet package for SQL Server. So this NuGet package, yeah, this NuGet package is a NuGet package official site. So where you get every information about all the NuGet packages and with the commands. Okay, so Microsoft, this is Entity Framework Core SQL Server. We don't need this one. Okay, search for SQL Server. Not entity. Just second. .NET Add Package Microsoft SQL Server version 1.1.0. So this is the command for uh, package manager. Okay, so this is a package reference. This is a CLI command. So all the commands you will see. So this is .NET CLI. So I'll take this one. I'll copy this. So how to do that? There are multiple ways you can do. Right click on your project. Um, there is a package. You get packages. Here also you can check SQL Server. So here also you'll get not installed. Just browse in the browse. You can check. So it's going to check the same package. So if you click on it, so 1.0.0 version, you can install it, or you can go to, there is a window. So view other windows. Did you see package manager console? Yeah, package manager console. Just open this. Okay, so it's going to initialize and you can see the project. So if you have multiple projects, this drop down will contain multiple projects. You have to select it. And here you have to put the command. And when you execute this, so this NuGet package is going to execute, it's going to install in that project. Okay, so just click on. Okay, so now if you see, you will have the dependencies, the packages. So earlier this was not there and now it is there. So this NuGet package is a open source. Even you can create your own NuGet package and add it to this NuGet package folder, and so that will be verified, and uh, it can be downloaded. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, there is really no difference when you are using the Visual Studio or the command or the console. Yeah, but uh, Visual Studio sometime it will give hard time with the cache and all stuff. So in my personally, I use commands. The reason, one more reason, Visual Studio is not mandatory for .NET Core applications. You can use Visual Studio Code also. So in that case, these commands will be very handy. So once you installed, see, it will be going into your browse, and you can see the green tick mark here. Okay. So now just go back to your this one. So this stuff you have to do, SQL connection, string builder, and so in the main method, you are going to create a SQL connection. So you need this information, okay, initial catalog and all. So this SQL connection you are going to execute, and so this SQL connection, it's going to use the connection string basically. So okay, now private read only. So now I think you will get the using SQL connection. Just build your application because rebuild. No, no, no. See, I'll do everything. I'll implement the stored procedure and I'll write the query so that you will understand things in a incremental manner. So if I directly show how to write the stored procedure, uh, like you might understand, but others. I'll show how to write the query and then I'll show how to use the stored procedure. We'll see the stored procedures. Yeah. No, no, no. Still people are using queries. So yeah. So there is no hard rule in software. You have to do things like this only. So people still using. It depends how sensitive their applications are. That's it. Okay. So this one SQL connection. Okay, it's not built properly. Okay, build it. When you added a new NuGet packages, build it successfully. Then okay, return new. So this one also string, just for simplification. Yeah. Okay. So SQL Server directly you will not it will not be available here. So what you can do? Why the SQL Server is not available? SQL connection. SQL compare options is available, but why SQL connection is not available? Okay, check in the program.cs. So where is program.cs? Here. So builder dot services dot add scoped provider I'll explain it. Provider dot SQL connection. Now, why the SQL connection is not available? So SQL connection builder, Microsoft. Okay, Microsoft data dot SQL client. Using Microsoft data. No, even data is not available. Go to the program.cs. No, even here it's not available. So did we install all the components? SQL Server 1.0.0 .NET add. This is a bash command. So this is a is this Azure example that we took. So that's why actually the old um, the SQL become outdated these days. So either people are using C SQL or entity framework for the applications. So it's become hard for yeah, you have to add a lot of. So add package Microsoft data.sql client. Which one we used? Microsoft SQL.data client. Okay, check this one. Okay, install this package also. Okay, we need to install this package also. Include. So go to the package manager. Okay, so you can uninstall the package, the previous package. So this nuget package is going to install all the components we require. Okay, so now just build it, rebuild. Okay, so using what is it? Microsoft data dot. Yeah, so this is the one. So for the previous package, you can uninstall it. So how can I uninstall the previous package? So go to the console. So if you press up arrow, it will give you the latest command. And if you press one more time up arrow, it will give the latest command. So here, nuget package. So I need to uninstall this one. Uninstall and run this. So it's going to uninstall the previous package, which we don't require it. Okay, SQL client. So now we are going to read only. I'll talk about this read only also. SQL connection and SQL connection. Yes, yes. So if I see the previous, see uninstall. Mhm. Are you good? Okay. So this connection is going to use the connection. So read only. See, command I don't require, I guess. Okay, SQL connection. So, or directly I can use the command, I guess. Here, let's try this. So command dot execute, even connection dot open I have to use. Okay, SQL command, SQL command. Okay, so this will have a constructor public uh, master service, master service. So this will have a constructor SQL connection. So SQL connection, SQL command, SQL command. Okay, so SQL connection equal to SQL connection, SQL command equal to SQL command. Okay, so now here there are simply few steps. So the connection we are going to apply there, the connection we are going to use there. Okay, then SQL connection dot open. So SQL command dot command text equal to select star from. So this is not only one table which we are dealing with, right? So we are going to create use the table um, student registration, and for that we will use the stored procedure and all. Select star from TBL country. Okay, SQL command dot execute non-query, or you can say um, read execute reader. Okay, so while SQL command dot reader SQL data reader dr equal to while dr.read, then you will do this. Okay, so finally you will return. Okay, so but there are a lot of configurations you have to do. That is the part you have to understand. Okay, now let me run this and see how uh, and fix the issues incrementally. Okay, string, let it string only. Return r. So even this will have a constructor. So these are like .NET Core concepts. So we need to have iService, right? Read only I master service, master service. So it's service master service, master service. So this one you're going to do master service equal to master service. This we have seen in the previous sessions how the dependency injection will happen. So where countries equal to master service dot get countries. Okay, let's run this. Definitely we will run into exceptions and then we are going to execute them. So this is the Swagger which we got. Okay, so this is master. Okay, just try it out, execute, and just click on execute. So see, this is the exception you get. So what kind of exception? System dot unable to resolve service type first service master. So hence in .NET Core, what is happening? So this service is using SQL connection and SQL command. So these objects, they are not available. So they are not available and they are not resolved. So this is called dependency injection and a middleware concept which is very important in .NET Core. Okay. So if the meeting closes, rejoin with the same. Okay. Okay. So how we are going to resolve this dependency? So this is important and different in .NET Core. So first you have to do builder dot services dot add scoped. So provider. So add scoped. What kind of service you are injecting? So it's I master service. So provider new master service. So this master service is going to take two objects, right? So services. So before that, you add a SQL connection service, builder dot services dot add scoped. So SQL connection, or else we can do like this, provider dot get required service. Yeah, get required service. I'll explain it, don't worry. So bring this down. So required service of type new SQL connection, right? So this is taking a new SQL connection, um, and so the new SQL connection, comma, so provider dot get required service new SQL command. So here you can define SQL connections like this, where SQL connection equal to new SQL connection. Okay. So this SQL connection, you can pass connection string as an argument. So if you take the parameters it takes, so SQL connection with empty parameters, SQL connection with connection string, SQL connection with credentials. So I'm going to pass a connection string here, and this you can put it here, get required service. So what is giving? You can say potential value 1, master value 1. No, it's a get required service only. SQL connection is not null here. Argument 2 cannot be converted from SQL connection to SQL system type. So just check this one. Mhm, mhm. I did. Okay, so this SQL connection, the highlighted one, you're going to uh, configure one time, and here in the master service you are going to use that object. So like wherever, sorry, yeah, yeah, this scoped one you have to add it. Okay, so we are going to join again. So yeah, I'll share my screen. Okay, can you see again? Okay, okay, okay. Did everyone? Okay. So here, that's why this is little difficult, because if you add, yeah, Arjuna, for your question, like if you are, so you are trying to resolve the service of the what we call the service of the iMaster. Okay, so let's try this, whether we can achieve this or not. So SQL connection equal to new SQL connection. Okay, here we will provide the connection string. SQL connection dot connect uh, connection string equal to, we'll give the connection string. This is pretty straightforward. SQL command. So SQL command equal to new SQL command. SQL command dot connection equal to SQL connection. SQL command dot command text equal to, where is command text? So select star from TBL country. So then SQL, yeah, SQL data adapter, SQL data adapter equal to new SQL data adapter. Will pass SQL command as an argument. Okay, then SQL data table dt equal to new data table. Okay, so then da SQL data adapter dot fill da. So here you will get data into da. So then for int I equal to 0, I less than dt rows dot count I plus plus. Okay, so I need to pass a list of countries, right? So list country. Okay, so here what I'll do, list dot add new country, id equal to dt dot rows of I. So this is pretty old. I don't want to do this, but I just want to show you how the things works. Um, so what we will do, where country equal to new country. Okay, so country dot id equal to dt dot rows of I of id. So this one integer, I guess. So you need to convert dot 2 int 32 or 16, 32. So make it. So what is the name? So to string name remarks. So this one to string description. So finally you add this to list dot add of country. Okay, and finally return list. So this is going to do that. So everything I removed. I want to show you the difference so that you can understand how the things works in .NET Core and the legacy .NET. This is important part, okay, of on the applications because database connections. Okay, master execute. So still first API services master while attempting to activate. What is it? Anything? Okay. Yeah, yeah. So still you have to add scope to I student service. So when we are using the controller, yeah, just you have to add like this because this master service, okay. So this master service is using a this master controller is using a master service, right? So when you're calling this controller, you're not getting this object. So builder dot services dot add scoped, okay, add scoped of I master service equal to provider. So directly you can do like this, I master service master service. So let's see. Lifetime scoped. Okay. So is this master service taking any parameters? There is no argument that corresponds to the required parameter SQL connection. So go to your master service. Okay, remove this because it is taking a, yeah. No, still service while attempting to, uh, what is it doing? Dependency injection. Invalid, unable to resolve service for type service master service while attempting to activate core API controller master. What is the dependency injection? A service provider. What is telling? Text to plain. Not a brand 1999. What is the problem? Authentication. So here you can see the exception, right? So system invalid operation, unable to attempting to dependency injection. So when you see these kind of like exceptions, mostly they are with the services. So just to test it out, so yeah, yep, yep. So you can learn only by implementing the. So still this controller is using master. Okay, this is using master service. That's fine. So this master service. So just return. Just remove all this code. and just remove this entire code. So that's why that's how you know like what are the dependence objects. So resolving dependency injection is one of the so still it's giving exception. So let's see what we have. So this master controller, okay, iMaster service. This is taking iMaster service. So let's look at, okay, so this is not iMaster. Okay, so it's my bad. So nowhere we are using, yeah. So these things will happen when you develop it. Until and unless if you memorize everything, yeah, now it's hitting. Now it's hitting the service. That's fine. We are good. Okay. So I'll explain what was the issue. Let's first execute the uh, proper code, then we will see. Okay. So okay. So it is not taking any parameters, but first it's going to country. So it's going to uh, get countries, object reference, not set. Why? No, no, no. Just change it to like this. No, no, no. We didn't. Is this get countries taking any parameters? Master service? No, it's not taking any parameters. Let's see. The variable. Okay, so remove this. Okay, so you can see the object here itself. I don't think so. We are getting it there. Yeah, we are getting it. Okay, yeah. I'll show the problem. Okay, we didn't provide the connection string. Okay, just go back to our previous issue. So what was the issue? Uh, so like countries, countries equal to, I said master service, right? So um, here if you see, this is unused. So here I declared a variable master service. So this is a um, no. So this is coming from the program.cs. This is coming from program.cs. So whatever object we defined here, did you see the object we defined? So whatever object we defined here, that will come here. That will come into your controller. So this is a placeholder to get that object from the program.cs. And here I am assigning uh, this value to this. But if you see, did you see this is faded, right? It's so that means it's not used. It is not being used. So they, which you are using. So then this one might be you are using or something else you are using. So here the problem is with same uh, variable name. So what I have done, just do like this. Yeah. So that now if you see this got solid. Now this got solid. So and here there is one more issue. You have to give the connection string. So how to give the connection string? So go to your database. So if you click on this, so this will be the server name. So there is a SQL connection string format. So let's see what is that. Um, C, yeah, yeah. SQL connection string. So this one, data source. So data source, initial catalog, and there is one more, trusted connection true. Yeah, data source, integrated security true. This you have to give. Just copy this, okay, and put it here. So initial catalog, what is the no, data source? It's smart AT. So MATETI. So initial catalog, it should be space. So whatever we are having within this double quotes, it's space sensitive and case sensitive. So test, what is the table name? Sorry, what is the database name? Test underscore DB. Test underscore DB. So remove this. Integrated security equal to true. So this will be your connection string. Close this properly. Data space source equal to your database server name, initial catalog equal to database name, and integrated security equal to true. Okay, so just run. So execute. So it's going to execute. So just put a breakpoint here in the list and see the list. What is that? A connection was successfully established with the server, but an error occurred during login process. The SSL, the certificate chain was issued by authority. This is not trusted. Okay, so there is some issue with your, might be this is SQL Server, this is SQL Server 2000, this is the latest SQL Server. So yeah, this is latest SQL Server, and I might need to install a few things. If it is an entity framework, that will take care of adding all those, but this needs to, I need to add a few more things or some security I need to enable. I'll do that. So, but here we are getting the connection, and we'll get the data and we'll see the data. So just try to understand what I have done. It's a very simple and step-by-step process. Um, so first I created a controller and I named it as I master controller. So that master controller is taking a I master service or master service. So, and within that master service, we have methods, and I'm calling those methods to get the data. If you go here in the master service, I define the connection string, though it is old. I would like to show you how the things work, because in entity framework, everything will be hidden. We will see entity framework also, and achieving entity framework will be very easy than achieving ADO.NET. And in .NET Core, you're not going to use this ADO.NET, but still it's worth to understand like how the connection and how the command and everything being used. So the connection string will establish here, and the command. So this is the command text, and this data table. So did I SQL data? I made the connection and command integration here. So the SQL data adapter and the command. So this command will contain the connection, and this command also, the SQL data adapter also will contain the query. So finally, this fill will execute this query on this database and pull the data. So this data we are converting into a list and we are sending back to our controller. So I will resolve this SQL connection issue because even I installed this SQL connection newly in this system. So in latest Windows, there are a lot of security aspects like nothing you will install without administrator. Earlier, you were able to install it. So there might be some security uh, setup I have to do, or I need to make it as a uh, trusted client or trusted source. Okay, I'll do that and I'll show in the next session. And then we will see this we are doing in a old fashion, right? So making a connection here, command here, but this connection we are going to make it here and inject within this service. So this part is new in .NET Core. Still you can use SQL connection, but you're not going to uh, initialize from here. You are going to initialize and inject from here. That I'll show it in the next session. So do you have any questions in the previous sessions?